Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Motorcycle Rescuer and this is Motorcycle Rescuer. So yes, welcome back guys. I've had a whole week off. In fact, I've had 10 or 11 days off. And that's really good for me. I am shocking at resting, guys. I cannot do it. I'm all over the place. I'm skittery. But I'm back. I've got a brand new battery. It's Thursday today. So I've got a brand new battery for the Brat bike. Funny enough, guys, I was searching online. I was skint yesterday. Searching online for a battery. That came up in a Halfords for £12. That's a third of the price. Now the Halfords was far. It was Wandsworth. It was an hour on the bike, so it probably cost me £5 extra in petrol. But you know what? I got it here on the day, and it's good to go. So actually, I think that's going to solve our Brat issues, and I'm going to try and take that to MOT today. That's the aim. But what I need to do with this, and it's a little disappointing, but I need to take it to my local mechanic and get them to do the tyres. I don't want them to change the tyres, these are good tyres, but I want them to seal them. And that's fine, guys. I am rubbish with tyres. I'm very happy to admit that. I don't like doing them. I haven't got the right bars or levers. I just don't like doing tyres. And then when I get them done, like the front one's done, I can't seal it. I can't get them to pop. I haven't got a powerful enough compressor to get them to seal. So I'm going to take this to the local mechanic. My guess is what, 80 quid to take the back tyre off, clean it all out, put it back on and seal it. Worth it at this stage because it saves me for the day to do the rest of the stuff. It has got 2 flat tyres, so I'm going to use the engine very gently to walk it with me and get it down to them and then get them to do what they do. So that's the first thing I'm doing today. When I get back, it's going to be new battery in the Brat bike. We'll have a look at what we've got and I'll do my second test run. Now the GoPro, guys, has been doing this weird thing, right? So it's been filming the whole ride. That's clear, it's on there. When I hook it up to my phone, you can see that the whole ride is there, but at the moment it won't let me then process that. So it lets me make the mini videos. So you saw the breakdown last week on a mini video, but I like hearing the exhaust and seeing the rides. So I'm going to try and resolve that. So I'm going to film today's ride. Fingers crossed it makes it. I don't want another breakdown. But first things first, get this to the mechanic so that they can deal with it all day. Okay guys, welcome back. So the moped is in at Leek Street, my local favourite mechanics. Let me give you some of the sums, because I get lots of questions, lots of you talking to me about this bike. So let me give you the actual kind of sums at the moment, because I'm not sure you all quite understand why I'm not overly putting any more into it. I know a lot of you are saying change the clocks, change the headlight. Now personally, I'd have the yellow one with the grille on it. That would look great. This is why I can't, because the bike owes Sultan £400. He bought the little piece of crap for £400, and he did bits and pieces. To be fair to Sultan, he did bits and pieces. He did the handlebars. He did kind of some of the work. So let's be fair to Sultan. However, he's not around. There were other things that went wrong. This battery was brand new. He could have got a replacement because he bought it, but he didn't, so I had to buy one. So, you know, it's a mixed bag there, and actually he should have finished his project. Anyway, 400 goes to Sultan. Tank, we know that the tank and all of that was kind of 100 quid. Let's sum it up to 100 quid. So that's 500 quid. What else have I done? And let's add the MOT will be 40 quid. Let's add 100 quid for oils, bits and pieces, this and that, and paints. Okay, so where are we now? So we're at kind of 600 quid ish, and I can guarantee you it will be a bit more. I just kind of forget. In fact, no, because I've had to buy a second battery and stuff. Yeah, so it will be, but let's say 650 at the moment. So the reason I don't go too nuts is because you do have to balance the profits to the to what you've got. Someone said cut the front mudguard, give it a bit more style. That's definitely potentially an option. I'm not sure I'm going to. It's tempting. I'm not sure I'm going to though. I think this is the bike. I think I will. So some of you gave me some great ideas. The rubber mat stuff that you might get in Poundland, or a bit of leather. Daniel, you said bring it up as a bra. I don't know if I have the skills to do that, if I'm being honest, but I do get how that would resolve our issue. I might actually bring it up as a... Oh, do you know what? Daniel, mate, it is... I don't know if I'll get it to sit around the curves. My idea would be to do it here and then slit it up across there and have the same on the other side. Something like that. But ultimately, if it starts, runs and rides, keeps running, gets the MOT, sent and passes MOT, then this is £4 what you're buying. Now, I'm not sure if you can see the full kind of dynamics of the bike. I would have liked to put the gaiters on. It's still tempting, but they were a bit big. They could be trimmed. It is still tempting. But again, going back to the whole, you know, profit versus, you know, you need to make a little profit. I definitely do, because I've been going nuts with the charity side, and me and charity are skinned. I know I say that a lot, guys, but it is absolutely true. For now, first thing I need to do is swap this battery over. That's junk. It has a bad cell in there. My charger told me that anyway. I just didn't listen to it. And put in the brand new one down here. Now the brand new one's the same make. They're obviously not great. That one was a bit low on fluid as well. I topped it up. That's a bit annoying because it came off the shelf, but it was 11 or 12 quid, so I'm really not complaining. Let me swap the batteries over. Now I think if I put the key in and turned this now, it would start anyway, but it doesn't last long. Now there is a risk here, guys. There absolutely is a risk that I'll be driving along and it will do the same thing with the new battery, because it might not be the battery. There might be something else in that wiring going on. So there's always a risk there, guys, but my hope is that the battery solves it. This bike is one of the few bikes that doesn't run without a battery being in it, and I'm surprised about that. What I should check actually is the charging system, just in case, because actually it would be the output from the charging system that kept a bike running that could potentially be not putting out, but also a bad battery with a dead cell would do the same thing. So I'm going to switch them over. I'll throw the meter on it and we'll see what we're working with. Okay guys, so after checking, this is 9.5 volts, so that means it's wrecked. The new one is 12.6, so that's spot on. Switch them over. I think our problem's solved. I'll have a quick look over the bike, just make sure it's all doing what it needs to do, and then I think I'll take it up for MOT. I still haven't got the little round reflector, but I think they'll have them there. I think they'll stick one on. Ultimately though, I do want to see if I can get it to MOT. What's this? Got to be careful with fuel spill, guys. I mean, I've put a touch of polish on there, so it won't be huge issue, but if you get any fuel spill, be a little bit wary. Do with these thinner paints. What I need to do is give this a good clean up later and get some thick wax on it so that it's protected a touch, because that paint that comes out of the Chinese factory is junk, it's water. Right, new battery on, let's see. Okay, so I'm off to MOT. Now, I don't think the batteries are charging, so I need to look into that. I do want to get this up to MOT and through though, but yeah, I've got a bad feeling. That panel's off, guys. It needs to pass first before I mess around with that. So, fingers crossed it passes and gets me there anyway. I've got the other battery on charges back up in case I break down. But I think something's missing here, and it's probably wiring. Of course, it could be a regulator, it could be a stator. They're all very cheap on these Chinese bikes. But my guess is it's not charging. The reason I say that, I mean, I had a little look on the meter anyway, and it looks iffy. But the main reason I say that is because the bike should technically run without a battery, so, and that would run direct from the stator power normally. So I've kind of convinced myself, which is right. We have to get the bike ready for someone else. But for now, I'm going to take it to MOT. Hopefully I'm going to get there. The GoPro is not on. I don't want to capture this one. gonna look like a right donut. And let's get it through the basics. Remember, an MOT is a very basic check. That doesn't mean this bike isn't roadworthy, but I'm saying they don't check for all that. They don't care what the clocks are doing or saying. They're not interested in any of that. So let's see how far I get, guys. I've put the other battery on charge just in case. So here we go, guys. We made it here. It rode really well. Maitland Racing, London, one of the best places around. Not just for MOTs, but for work on your bikes. Right, I'm going to go and get some food. So there you go, guys. We're back from MOT. It actually passed. He's normally really harsh with me. He didn't say anything about this. He didn't say anything, as in, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. He didn't give me a hard time, basically. Which normally means he's okay. I don't know why I'm checking high beam, low beam, which just passed its MOT. It drives beautifully, guys. No joke. It pulls your arms off. It pulls really, really well. I don't know if it's, I think it probably is actually the exhaust system, the extra flow, and getting rid of the silly engine EGR valve has just done it the world of good. Now, one thing that annoys me is, look, this is in KM. I don't know how to change it, but I know it does go to MPH. I just have no idea how. So I'm going to look that up online. Mode, what does that do? Odo and trip. Let me hold it down. Oh, I can change the time. What good's changing the time? Right, come on, God. I don't want to change the time. Useless. Right, I'm gonna have a look at that. I wonder if you hold them both together. No, no good. No. I'll have a little play with it, guys, and I'll see if I can get it to MPH. I mean, it may not. Or, see the set button, look, it's not changing anything. Maybe the set button isn't working, and that would be the issue. I don't know. I'll look online. This side panel is going to go on now. That's good. I want to tighten the rear brake a little bit. What it does is it's a bit snatchy, so I want to lessen the travel a little bit. That's very easy. That's just this bolt here, and that side panel on, and that's kind of it, really, guys. I'm going to take some pictures. I am going to put the extra bolsters under here so we haven't got too much movement. Also, I'm going to put the smaller plate on the Motorcycle Rescue 01. I've got that in there. That'll just neaten it up. So let's get them bits done anyway. So this side panel sits out a little bit more than the ideal, right? So it kind of sits out like that. That for me is no good. In fact, that's a trap for water. Well, it's not, because there's air, you know, there's gaps underneath. But can I get it? If I take this away here, which I could probably just snap off or bend down, can I get it a little bit flusher? And also, I think it, you know, it encourages me to use some sort of rubber matting or something to cover the gap. I think that's fair. Okay, so there's no point putting that on if I'm going to do something with the gap. Let me look. I want to look around in here. I want to see what's going on. Otherwise I can go to some sort of fabric shop, can't I? And we'll see what we're doing. I've tightened the rear brake. That's much better. It travels less. It was kind of, it was doing something where it was, basically it was too sharp for me. It was travelling a little and then skidding. I want it to just, maybe I need a bit of grease down there. I'll give it a bit of grease, but it's fine, isn't it? It's fine. It's just I'm very, very picky with my bikes, so I like them to be smooth. I'll get a bit of WD in there and that'll be fine. So here you go, I'm back. I've done a little run. This is the stuff I've ended up with. I'm not sure why, I just feel like the texture, I like the texture. What I don't like is the white wall, so anything I do I'm going to have to fold over and glue so that it's, you know, the black edging. Very simple. It's going to be a little slip that I literally press under there, so it's just going to be sitting along there. Now I have to decide whether I am just gluing it on or riveting it on. Riveting it on will look quite cool, but I don't know if rivets work through clothy material, leathery material. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to pop these off, and I'm just going to kind of see what works, really, if I'm being honest, guys. The other thing I was thinking about is I still need to put a bit of rubber under here to just to support the seat from that. So that will be as simple as just putting a bit of rubber underneath with a bit of glue on the bottom, probably just to bolster it up. So we're getting there. Very exciting. It's a bike that's pretty much ready. Today my aim will be to put the advert up, ideally, and have someone come and take it away. In regards to whether it's charging or not, some bikes you can't tell from the battery, if I'm being honest. They use different kind of systems, so I don't know. I have no reason to think it's not. It took me there and back, and the dud battery obviously didn't, so I have no reason to worry about it unless it literally stops doing what I need it to do. And even then, it has the kick, but I don't know. What I'll do is, actually, for peace of mind, I won't get the advert up today. I won't. That's me convincing myself. I obviously need to play with this for a couple of days. In fact, if I strip it down a little, I'll just have a look at the wiring and the regulator. I might even have a spare just in case. If I put the voltage meter on, I'll check again. I am going to check again for my peace of mind. If I don't feel like it's charging, I will have a quick look, see what's going on. Because now that the whole part's done for me, that the kind of stressful part is done, the MOT is on this bike. So now I don't mind this tinkering stuff, if I'm being honest. So I will have a little look at the wiring, actually, for my peace of mind. You know, without being negative, Sultan did a lot of stuff under here, so, and you just, because I didn't do it, I just don't know, and that's the truth. So I just want to check that all the connectors are connected and everything like that before worrying too much. Oh, look, and the fuel was off. Right, let me get on with things.